everyone, this is Heather Baltus, and today we're going to be going over the CSU General Education Breadth. So if you're planning to transfer to a CSU, this is the video for you. Now, with our agreement to be able to transfer to a CSU, you have to complete these area requirements. And so what I'd like you to do is make sure you have all those resources that I outlined in the previous video open so that we can kind of jump around. So the first thing we need to do is go to our student ed plan, scroll down to the second page, and we are going to be filling out this section right here. You need to have all the classes that are required by the CSU in each one of these fields. So we're going to bounce back and forth. So for area A, we need to have 9 units, and we need to take 3 units in each area, A1, A2, and A3. So the first section, oral communication, we have 3 different options. This is the really fun part about being a college student, is being able to pick the class that you want to take. So I would recommend going back to your courses tab, and down here in your search bar typing in communication B1 to see exactly what that is. So this one is public speaking. B4 was another option, which is persuasive communication. And then B8 was another option, which was small group communication. As you read through your course descriptions, you'll get to see what the class entails, how many units it's worth, and then on some of them you may find a recommended reading or writing level, or you may find an actual prerequisite. Depending on which one piques your interest, you're going to go back in here and fill out the class that you want to take as a college student. So I'm going to take Com B1, and that is a 3-unit class. Next up, I need to figure out my A2 requirement. So let's go back to our transfer guide. A2, the only option is English B1A. So that's decided for us, English B1A. And that is a 3-unit class. Next up is A3, so you get a pick from all of these classes right here. Again, going to the course outline, the course description, and typing in each course so you can figure out which one you want to take. I'm going to let you guys do that, and once you've decided, you can come in here and type in the class that you want to take. Now, I'm not sure about philosophy B7, how many units that's worth, so I'm going to go over here and look that up really quickly. That's a 3-unit class, so please make sure you're paying attention to that as well. Next area we need to look at is area B, and this is where it kind of gets a little tricky, and where you need to kind of make sure that you understand what your major requirements are, what transfer guide curriculum entails, and also what your actual school would like you to take. So I know in area B1 you have to pick a class from B1, B2, and B4. One of the classes has to be underlined. If it's not, then you have to have a laboratory activity and you need to do B3. So going back to Cal Poly's curriculum, I know that they need or require a chemistry class. For them, they required Chem 110. So if I go to assist.org, I can look through the different classes that they offer, or they have, and that we offer, and I can take Chem B1A here at Bakersfield College, which will count towards my requirements at Cal Poly as Chem 110. So that is great news. So I'm going to fill out Chem B1A, and it's a lab class, so I've got that done, and it's a 5-unit class. Next, I get to pick the B2 area, and I'm looking through here, and I've noticed that this is actually right here a crops class. So this is really neat because a lot of your curriculum will do this. For your major in ag business, we've required you to take crops. So this is double dipping. You get to take crops B5 for not only your major, you get to take it as a transfer general ed requirement, and that is always a good thing when you can do 2 things at one time. So we're going to put in here crops B5, and that is a 3-unit class. And then the next one, we need to do a math class. For Cal Poly and an ag business major, I know that they require pre-calculus as well as math statistics. So depending on which one you want to take, you can do that. I would highly suggest, if you have the time, to take both of them. So for now, I'm going to put Math B22 here, but in my semester plan up here, I'm going to put, hey, you know what, if I have the time, I'm going to take pre-calculus at Bakersfield College as well. Now, I'm not sure what stats is, so let's see how many units that is. I'm going to go back here to my course description. That's a 4-unit class, so let's put that in there. Now I'm ready to go to Area C. So let's go back to our transfer guide. Scroll down here. Oh, fun, I get to take art classes and humanities classes. So we need a total of 9 units, at least one course from each area, C1 and C2. So I need to pick 3 classes, but one has to come out of this area and one has to come out of this area. So again, going to the course listing, typing in the different classes and the different options to see which one fits you. Pick those and then plug them right into your plan. So I'm going to take Art B1, it's a 3-unit class. I'm also going to take Spanish, really key in the ag industry, so I would recommend Spanish. And then I get to pick one, so I'm going to pick History. And again, reading those descriptions will tell you which history class might be of interest to you. So we've got Area C filled out. Now we need to figure out Area D. The cool thing about Area D, especially in the ag department, is we have Ag Econ here, and we have the class that you're enrolled in right now. So you need to take 9 units. They have to come from at least 2 different subject areas. So right away we can put this class in for an Area D requirement. So we're going to put Agri B1, 3 units. And then again, going back and making sure you're checking that major requirements. Econ is actually a requirement to get your major in ag business, so you're again double dipping between econ and your transfer level requirements. Math statistics we already plugged in, same thing, and guess what? We're making it easy on you. You also can do econ. So in Area D you have B2, econ, and then of course the class that you're in right now. So let's go ahead and fill those out. And then econ, oops, and was it B1 or B2? B2, and that's also a 3-unit class. Last area is Area E, so we can come in here and look through some different courses as well. We've got a forestry, if you're interested in learning about forestry, nutrition, physical education, so there's a lot of different ed classes. So we need to take 3 units in this area. So I'm going to support the forestry department, and I'm going to take B1, and that's a 3-unit class. Down here, one of the requirements for CSU is to take one of these classes, and this is again kind of one of those double dip areas. I would highly recommend everybody take poli-sci. It actually is a double dip for your Area D requirement for ag business in particular. We had so many other Area D classes we couldn't plug that one in, but I would definitely try to put that on your roster to take as well. Alright, I think that we are all done. So next we're going to kind of start mapping out your semester plan, because this does not equal 60 units, which is what you need to actually transfer. So we still need to work towards that. Plus we also need to go back to our major and see which classes we weren't able to add in there and integrate those into our semester plan. So until then, I'm going to sign off. Over and out.